Hey, when it's been a while. So about the FWA 2026 this year, about Furry Weekend Land this year. I was just wondering, and maybe check and see how everyone is doing. And well, just somehow, some way, sorry, sorry, gone and have a confession to make. I have secretly snuck into the Circus of Mysteries Beaten Showtime circus panel without Dad's permission. And, and I bet you're wondering how I ended up here. Well, myself and the clown furs and circus furs were having a good time, and unfortunately, them and I got busted. The FWA staff have banned shaving cream pies, and I got kicked out of the circus panel before their trivia started. Before their circus trivia got started. Then, then their dad told me where I am. Where have I been? Well, Daniel was my brother. Daniel got tired. And that day, my brother Daniel got sick that day at the day of the prom, and then I was forced to go to the prom without Hannah anyway because her dress was too big, and it's gained a lot of weight. Well, that's how I ended up here. And unfortunately, I somehow snuck in this circus panel ran by JJ the Bard and Spill Dino, Spill Dino, a friend, Longtail, and well, Lumber. The shaving cream pies, not only shaving cream pies got banned from Furry Weekend in Atlanta, but I my parents have mega grounded me and forced me to never go to FurryCon panel again. Now that that date with the circus furs and clown furs have been terminated, they told me to never they to just make sure to never get to see my face at a FurryCon panel again unless I wanted another sneaking out. Well, that's my story. I have secretly snuck in a circus panel without Dad's permission. Lumber. I got mega grounded and be forced to never see my face at a panel with the equipment again. Double bummer. They must have found out where I am. Well, well, I've already told the truth to the day center, and they understood what they heard, and I heard about what happened to Chelsea's pool party because Chelsea's pool party was canceled due to a pool that's being well too green. That's what happened to Chelsea's pool party. So may I have to say this. So I have sidelined. I well I have I have snuck in the circus panel without Dad's permission, and I ruined their circus panel by sneaking in with the equipment. Now, now the magic's gone. Lost everything. The balloon making area, the balloon animal making area, the pie throwing area. and yes, even the juggling area. So, triple boomer, stuck as an apprentice. So that's my story. I have secret nothing. Excuse me.
Hey, did you get your information on your truck? You can send me that. See if I can get anybody interested
Oh,
for work.
oh yeah.
I haven't found a place to find
Yeah.
it yet. Well,
Oh yeah.
I don't. It wouldn't necessarily need to be listed on there. It's just. All right.
Well, it's easier if it's a post that people can view.
Yeah.
It's easier. I got an Instagram, and my Instagram's private.
Postage. There we go. Post. Okay. Now, where was I? Oh yes. Sending you sending a confession about Mother's Day weekend this month. I have secretly snuck into Circus of Mysteries Meet and Showtime circus panel without Dad's permission and ruined Bill Dino's nose and JJ Bart's perfect circus panel and got busted by the FWA staff and got kicked out after they banned shading cream pies and I wound up getting mega grounded by my parents. Now, now that my date's been terminated, they told me to never, never, never get to see my face at the furry con panel again unless I want to sneak it out. And I have been harassing Longtail on social media because I was hooked on the social media and TV shows and others. And I've ended Tilt's career during the COVID pandemic. During my pretend staycation trip, because I lied on the virtual furry event in 2021 on during the coronavirus pandemic. And I have ruined Dead Possum Company's, ruined Reggie's Roger Rabbit t-shirt, and got banned from Toon Furs due to harassing and spamming about Hurricane Helene canceled the FurryCon, and got busted for sneaking into the circus panel without that consent. And that was the last I ever saw was the circus clown furs and the rest. Tending to the panel. That's how I gonna say. That's what I gonna say. I harassed Longtail, ruined Roger Rabbit t-shirt, and snuck into the circus panel and ruined everything and wound up getting those shaving cream pies banned from Furry Weekend Atlanta. And I'm sorry what I've done. I'll make it up to all of you somehow. Oh, if there's anything my family and I can do to make it up to you, uh, can I can I got now that I'm starting to save up some money, it's gonna take some time to figure out. It's gonna have to take some time to get the plans for the FurryCon back on track, and it's gonna take some time to lift the ban and and bring Circus Panel back online. In the meantime, I'm we may have to work. My family and I are gonna have to work together and spending my life trying to figure it out. Uh, so, oh, by the way, here I am. I'll cooperate. Now before you report, before you do it, anyone else about to report the authorities and take me away forever. There's one thing I have, but something that I was able to save it from day program. Yeah. Day Center, the day program, New Generation Health Services let me have these. It might be maybe our only chance to clear my good name if I want if they're if I want to maybe apologize. Oh yeah, and when I get out and if my parents are done, if my parents if my parents are done being mega ground, oh yeah, when I get out of here, when I go, oh yeah, when I go to the next circus panel at a next FurryCon, things are gonna be very different. That's where I'm only going to ask Dad for permission first, and ask my parents. Yeah, it was an honest mistake to secretly sneak in the panel without my parents' permission. Anyway, I learned my lesson. From now on, I'm only going to ask my mom or dad, or a day program, or my friends, or even my friends from the FurryCon. If I want to go with them, just make sure I have to get an adult permission and supervised if this is okay. And well, that's 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 what I'm that's what I that's all I can say. I might go to the circus panel at the next FurryCon once I'm done being mega grounded again. I have harassed everyone on social media and ended Tilt Longtail's Furry Con in-person career and ended Tilt Longtail's in-person furry convention career due to harassment in COVID pandemic and ruined Reggie's Roger Rabbit t-shirt, got kicked out of the Toon Furs, and got caught for bringing the supplies after the FWA staff banned shaving cream pies, and got kicked out of the circus panel, and had a meltdown on the day of the prom because the day center went on ahead without Hannah anyway, and had the worst Mother's Day weekend ever. And I'm sorry for what I've done. Again, I apologize for my behavior. For me to take actions on my responsibility. If there's anything my family and I can make it up to all of you, that would be nice. So my family will let me go to the next circus panel once I'm done being mega grounded. Make that simply put, my parents might let me go to the circus panel if I'm gonna bring my friends in. They might let me go there at the next furry con once I'm done being grounded. In the meantime, that's all the confession I said. And I decided, and one more thing, I decided to start taking frequent breaks from social media until further notice, until until I'm comfortable which direction and which device I can use so I can work better and sorry, and until I can somehow figure out how to take a break from social media, and then I can perform some good deeds and, and apologize and make up for the bad stuff I've done in the past, and I can try to somehow figure out how to how to overcome the addiction, overcome obsession, and get the plans for the circus panel back on. Maybe talk, maybe find an expert that might be able to help me convince the FWA staff to lift the ban so that they can clear my name. The only way they can clear my name. Well, if you'll excuse me, I better better start start better get myself ready to go to day program tomorrow. So this has been the confession live stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.